We back. What's
And
up?
this is
We
episode
lit.
3.
Episode 3
of season 3. So it's 3 for 3. And it's on the 3rd. Today is March 3rd. Wow. Today is March. Oh, fuck.
Drugs.
Tomorrow is March
drugs.
3rd. Wow, by the time you see it, it'll be the 13th. Please, leave me alone, y'all.
So
yes.
what's up, friends? We got a special guest today.
Who do we have here?
Who we have
this is
here?
like some dude with no legs.
I feel like you can't see me because you keep on having to turn.
Oh yeah, let me back up a little bit.
Back it up.
Let me back up.
I feel like I'm messing up the line here.
Nah,
You're good. You're good.
All right.
You got legs though.
Right.
It's not fair. We might gotta jump him.
Little hate going on.
I feel out of place.
Nah, we
No,
good.
you're fine.
You ain't right at
I feel
home.
like I'm about to get beat up.
Nah, you right at home.
No.
We ain't about to jump you, man.
We only jump people on Fridays.
Right at home, bro.
We good. I'm one day early.
We got a special guest, Rainger.
Rainger.
Thank you.
Shout out Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yup.
South by Say. What's
Haiti,
up?
all
Where we
day.
originating from though?
Yeah, we have to definitely give a shout out to my motherland, to Haiti.
Sapa
Big
say.
shout out to all my Haitians. Shout out to my mom.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? My squad, my family. I truly appreciate y'all. And if I'm gonna take it back to high school, the Haitian Lacquer Base.
Ooh, okay.
So you from Brooklyn?
Yeah, man, I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
No, thank you for
Thank you for
coming.
coming.
I truly
Appreciate
am
you
grateful for being here. You know, when this thing happened, and I was telling you, when this thing happened to me, I didn't feel comfortable because before I got my knees, I was in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? So I was, getting in a wheelchair for the first time, it's a scary thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, especially when you know how we are in
Yeah.
Brooklyn, like we always moving around.
I ain't
we
from
know that.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Don't say facts. What you doing?
That's why I looked on that side.
Nah, you from Queens.
I live in Brooklyn now. But I
you
done lived
a
all over the
fake
city.
Brooklyn?
I used to live in Harlem. I'm from Far Rockaway. I'm from Queens.
Oh, all right. Well, it's
Yeah.
love.
Big Queen. You about to get jumped again. Damn. On a
Messed up
Thursday.
again.
Far
Nah,
Rock.
Rock, you know,
Right.
on a
Far
shout
Rock.
out. Give my
Yeah,
shout out to
facts.
Stack Bundles, man. Rest in
Oh,
peace.
for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, that's
for sure.
his man
Rest in
too.
peace, Stack
Rest in
Bundles.
peace.
man.
Yeah, definitely.
Chinks, all of
Stack,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Chinks
Stack
also,
Chinks,
you know
right.
what I mean? So, G Baby.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So,
Oh, you
Queens
know.
over
show love.
here.
Affiliated.
Show love.
Affiliated.
Yeah. Love to everybody. Love to
Right.
The
everybody.
Queens way.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's up, y'all?
Yeah,
What's doing?
but-
What we doing?
So we have like we said, we have a special guest and we're going to get into his story. But you know how Jesse, he always does our, what do we do in the beginning?
Oh, we're gonna do a temperature check?
Yes, let's
Oh,
check
yeah,
everybody's
for me.
temperature.
You know, Valentine's Day was
Oh,
like a
Jesus.
month ago.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Emotions could be high and low. So I mean, let's go around and see. You know,
how are you feeling? How was your Valentine's Day?
how's my Valentine's? This Valentine's Day, I was single. I
Oh
was
my
single
God.
this Valentine's Day. For the first
Seriously
time.
single.
Yeah, I was seriously single.
Okay.
I ain't do nothing. I just chilled. I didn't want to, chill it with somebody's nasty, sticky daughters this weekend, this year. You know what I mean? I just wanted to be by myself this Valentine's Day, and I actually enjoyed myself. What I did was though, later on this week, I usually give my mom mad flowers on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I surprised her on Saturday. So I went to the crib, told her to come downstairs. She didn't know. Told her to get ready. Surprise! She came downstairs, had flowers in the back of the car. She said the flowers. She loved Walmart,
what's
so I
up,
took her to
man.
Walmart. She loved
Everybody
Walmart.
loves Walmart. Target and Walmart.
Yeah. And then I told her to get her nails done. We went. It was just a whole day about her. Then we went out to a steakhouse.
Nah,
Which
that's
was-
Okay,
that's
good,
my
good
girl. That's
son.
my homie, man. I'm glad you did that for me.
son.
man.
That's nice.
Yeah, so we, that's dedicated. You know, I mean, because I
It's
spend,
love. It's just about love. It's not
Yeah.
about it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could just be somebody you
Right.
love. So you show mama love some love.
Yeah, because I always spend it with if I can spend time with women all the time and I can spend it with my
That's
mother.
a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's
so
a
like,
fact.
I think it's
Period.
really
Like
dope
you
what you
said,
just said. Like, it's about love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Like-
about
Like, we
any
put
of
so
that.
much pressure on the romance side of it. And it's like, yo, bro, just love me.
Just
Right,
love.
bro
Yeah.
did that with his mom. I took my daughter out. I bought her. Remember, you saw? I bought my daughter the bouquet of roses.
Yeah.
Took her out.
I
Her,
think
my,
we all
her
on the
my
same
grandson,
page.
her and Pop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it don't got to be about a significant
nice,
other. It could be,
right?
yeah, we had a great time. Yeah,
That's
I took her
it.
out. Even though everybody think that's my damn girl, but that's my daughter and my grandson.
But it's like you look young. That's
You gotta
the-
understand, bro. You and your grandson look about 4 years apart. So,
He's so
Yeah.
adorable.
I thought I was your little brother.
It's all about the love, man.
So when you went out, it was you new
My
mayor
daughter,
and your daughter.
my daughter, my grandson.
Y'all just went out to eat. You got,
I got a
seen
little
the flowers
bouquet
you ordered.
roses.
That was
Yeah,
nice. That wasn't little. That wasn't no little flowers. Y'all both did big flowers. I said, okay.
I'm big on flowers. I like the flow flowers.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I sent the
we had a
flowers
good
to
time.
job and all that type of stuff. That's my type of
We had a good time.
My Valentine's Day, I literally spent it with my child, and that's that's what I, when we spoke last time, I said that's what I was gonna do. We just, his dad took him to get me flowers, so he came home like, "Mommy, I got your roses," and he gave them to me, and then I put them in a vase, and he was so happy. And then he woke up, he went to school, and then I picked him up from school, and at school it was so cute because my mom and my dad has always been like my Valentine, the same way you are with your daughter. So my mom surprised me at the school, and then she went out. We all took the baby to Chuck E. Cheese, and we just had a good time, and then we ate, and it was just a beautiful day. And my mom bought me flowers too. It was just really nice. It was just,
That's what's up.
it was just about love. Like the love that's unconditional is the most important, because a lot of the times we get with temporary people, you know what I mean? And then we put a lot of permanent feelings on temporary people. The people that stuck with you is the people that you was born with and the people that you brung into this world. You know what I mean? That's your parents and your children. Anything further than that could be here today, going tomorrow. You know what I mean? So just appreciate those that you have. And what did you do for Valentine's Day, young man? He smiled. What you did? He got some cutty.
I'm actually engaged. I'm actually engaged
to a beautiful Mrs. Young.
To a beautiful lady that don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Because every day is Valentine's Day. We fuck with a real
so
one.
we kind of just chilled in the crib, and I was waiting for my new sockets anyway. So we really ain't doing much. I just sent text messages to everybody. I'm usually
not everybody. Who's everybody?
Like as far as the ladies in my family. I can't say.
Okay. I'm about to say
the ladies in my family. So like her mother, my mother, like grandmothers, aunts and stuff, people like that.
People that do celebrate it, and that's in your life.
That's
nice.
That's pretty much it. I'm not. I used to be a very romantic, but. Like, my lady don't do it. So
if your partner is not into it, you adjust it
just put the
into
money in the savings account.
Yeah, that's it. And you show her love every day.
Every day.
So that's all that matters.
And I think that's the thing with her. It's like we don't need, like, we be watching certain things and we do this on a daily basis. That's literally my dog. Like, it's, that's my dog.
Yeah, those are the best relationships. Your best friend having eyes, your best friend. Yeah.
Can I be honest?
Please.
It's the best and the worst.
Oh, all right, okay.
You know what it's like?
You know each other too well.
You know somebody that know you so well. It's like it's annoying, bro. And then it's like
you know yourself,
bro. And then why do y'all ladies do? Why y'all do it on purpose?
Don't ask me that. Why? What did we do?
She be like, babe, I get on your nerves. You know
you get on your nerves.
You know,
but then you gotta be careful with that answer, because if you say you get on your nerves,
no, that's not even nothing. The worst one is when we be like, "Do you think I'm a bitch?" And he's like, "Well,
no, I don't answer that. I be like,
you can't answer that.
Well,
I be like, my Bible said me. I
get the person that I know be like, I don't think you're a bitch. I just think sometimes you could be a bitch. What does that mean?
In your head, you think he called you a bitch.
So I'm a bitch.
Word semantics.
Whatever they want to think. Yeah, wow.
Then it turns into that. But that
the most I tell my fiance is that, look, I love you all the time, but sometimes I
even
don't
when
like
you're,
it.
And that's okay.
And that's
you know
love.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
and that's
I tell her,
okay.
I love you all the time. Like, and then there was a situation that we went through one day, and she was sleeping next to me, and we were booking a flight that same night. She was sleeping next to me, and the argument was so tense. It was such a bad argument that I really should not be booking this flight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But this is my wife. I don't really care. I tell her all the time, like, this is not a battlefield.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not playing with you. I don't play about you. I play for you. I'm on your team. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say this. It's annoying because we got in that bad argument, and I'm just sitting there looking at it. I can't stain your guts. I'm booking the flights.
We're going to go JetBlue.
I'm like,
we going
window seats.
You flying.
Separate the seats.
Yeah, like
they get on the plane like, so there's nothing you can do? You sure? You can't put it? Okay.
But it's a good and a bad thing, because it's like, I love you so much. I got your back, but you'll pay back.
Yeah.
That's love right there. That's love. Also, I want to do what is a temperature check as far as like how's everybody feeling mentally? How you feeling, sis, mentally from 1 to 10?
Honestly, I'm doing pretty well. Like I'm at like a 9. I want to say a 9. I'm good.
You've been consistent.
I've been just consistent with just making myself happy and choosing myself.
So can I admit that? Because like usually when we do ask, you be like, oh, I'm like around 6, 7. Are you having a great? Is your year starting off like really great?
Well, obviously, no. My year started off shitty because I had the flu and bronchitis and asthma, but that's all going away now. God is good. But I want to say February was pretty. I mean, it's just when you start taking away all the distractions and simple things that we make excuses for and stuff like that, you start to realize, like, okay, I was bullshit. He said it was me.
It was me.
That's all right. Damn. And that was the hardest part. But once I got over that hurdle with, like, damn, I have to take accountability and be a bigger person of myself. Because it's literally like me fighting with myself. Like, no, you have to do, no, you know what I mean? So once I took those adjustments, I'm like, nah, like, life is pretty good. Like, I have it really well. I have a healthy son that loves the shit out of me. I have a beautiful apartment. I have a beautiful family and support system. I got a lot of loved ones, and I got a lot of people who support me and are rooting for me.
And not to mention, you have a beautiful soul. So.
Aw, thank you, Ranger.
Gratitude, baby. Gratitude. That's the key, man. That's the key to life.
I'm really just grateful.
That's the key to life. Being grateful and having gratitude.
What about? Wait, we gonna get to Ranger. But what about Mr.
Tulum Poppy?
100K.
Oh yeah.
We got 100K.
How you feeling? You better get 100.
Come in bougie and shit, late and shit now. We got 100K on IG.
Stop.
Nah, he showed up earlier. My boy,
I was here first. Still, hardest working man in show.
Ranger was here.
Ranger
popped up the pipeline.
First.
I was like,
the nigga with legs though.
True that. I did. Yeah.
You got an advantage, bro. Come on.
Yeah, that is true because
you could have ran here for a week.
You was waiting. Shit. You was waiting for me. You was waiting for me downstairs. And I'm like, I'm the one with the legs. So like, go.
Shut up.
I feel good though.
Let me hold the door for you. And that is literally, thank you so much, because that was my first time meeting you, and you made that such an amazing transaction. Thank you.
You're ready. So
thank you.
I feel great though. I feel, you know what I'm saying? Well, I had a crazy.
What number you at?
From 1 to 10.
I'm a little traumatized over this past weekend.
So like a 7.
I'm like an 8-ish, 7. Besides that, I'm also grateful. I'm still alive.
So tell him what happened.
I'm still alive. All right, so I was in Tulum this weekend, right? My boy Kel, shout out to him. It was his birthday weekend. We out there partying, man. We in Taboo, turned lit. Like, yo, it's crazy. Shit was lit. Saturday, we had a great time, having the time of our lives. Sunday, it was a yacht party. So cool, we get on the yacht, and it's not as big as it was. First day was false advertisement pretty much. And then so it wasn't as big. We had a lot of people with us, and it wasn't as big as it was, right? So it was supposed to be. So long story short, we're on the boat, and the waves, it's just rocking for like the first hour, and it's rocking so much so that you got to hold on to something to hold on, because it's like getting crazy. And next thing you know, people are just like, it got to the point people like started throwing up. People were getting seasick. So it was just like,
and really, I would have threw up. I would have threw up if I seen that. Like, oh my God,
people
they're
started throwing up. It was really crazy. It got to be real crazy. And then after, so I was like an hour in, and then you noticed what happened. So the workers, they were speaking amongst each other. They were speaking in Mexican, and you couldn't. It was really hard to understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they just speaking amongst each other. We asked them what's going on. They're like, oh no, it's good. I smell. You know how like
it's not good. Poppy, no.
You know how when like a car breaks down, you smell like that rubber, that smell?
Something?
Yeah, I'm like, this shit ain't right.
Something in the ocean, I would have tweaked.
Bro, I'm like, something is not right. So long story short, and then like right after that, I swear, it was like 2 minutes after that, like the one of the workers dives into the ocean. And it was like another boat close by. He's like saying to the boat, like, yo, like I don't know if he's trying to get a jump, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, we like, yo, what's going on? So then the captain or whatever, he's like, yeah, so you want to fix that? So bro, it just got, everybody started panicking. People just throwing up. Like I said, it was real crazy. And then long story short, it took them like, they called their hefe, their boss or whatever, and it was like another hour. So now we're on there, we're just in the middle of the ocean. I'm talking about, you can't see nothing this way, you can't see nothing that way, just in the middle of the ocean. The water finally calmed down, and they said they were going to send a rescue boat for us. So we had to send the rescue boat finally came after another hour, so now it's 3 hours into it. And rescue boat came, we got the women on first, and then my boy Kel's got me on his back. There's a video
because it was literally like when you watch the video, it's no stairs or anything.
No stairs.
He had to jump.
Yeah, you got with me on his back from one boat to the next, which was like really crazy. Which the
how
wind,
many of us have them?
Yeah, waves, boats rocking back and forth. That shit was crazy.
He said, women and children on board like this Titanic, like it was like the last ride, right?
Nigga thought it was. Oh, I'm like, God, you got me checking out like this.
Just in case.
I said, God, after everything I've been through. you, bro. I'm gonna check out like
I'm like, you
this,
should just kill me with the bullet, my nigga. Why you do this? Why you do this, my nigga?
You brought me this far for this shit.
Right, in Tulum.
Is that
Yeah,
normal?
word,
Is
right?
that normal? Like,
What's
do you
that?
think about that often?
What's
Like,
that?
after everything you went through, and then when you face like a physical hardship, like something like you faced,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like does that make not? It doesn't scare you because if you anything like I think you are, it's like we've been through this, so there's no more.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
don't
mean?
get shooken.
Yeah, you don't get shook.
Not
Like,
that. It's really hard for me to
but
be
do you
in
think
something.
of it like, well, this could be it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that instance, it was like I said, it was a lot going, and I wasn't the only one. It was like 15 of us. So to watch everyone, and it's crazy because I got really, really quiet. Everyone else, me and Kels were the only one literally that was quiet on the boat. He was leaning on me. I'm holding on to something. He's leaning on me. He's like, and he was the biggest dude on the trip, right? Everyone else was like, just all the women. They just like, oh my God, so what's going on? What are you gonna do? And yo, this is crazy. And I'm tired. I'm throwing up. Everybody just saying whatever they're saying. I'm quiet because I'm praying, and also I'm seasick. I feel the throw up about to come up, but I'm just like,
Somebody got to be
saying, yeah, so the whole time
everybody's just panicking that the shit gonna go down fast.
exactly.
Yeah,
And I'm just
facts.
like I said, so I'm prayed up. I'm just like, all right, God, I know this ain't about to happen. And then the real crazy thing happened because my boy, my best friend, he called me in the middle of it, and this what kind of really chilled, made me calm and relax. He was said that his baby mother passed away, and I was like, she's like a sister to me,
Sorry
and she's
for
like
your
a real
lost
friend.
skin.
Yeah, so that in the middle of that, and I was like, all right, no matter what, like I'm here. I'm present. And that's what made me more present in the moment. You get what I'm saying? Because I was like, she passed away.
Yeah.
I'm still got my life. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we're going to get through this. And that's just what I was thinking. I was like, all right, we're going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just praying. But other than
There's
that.
nothing, the only way you can look at it is nothing you can do about it either way.
That's it. It wasn't nothing that it got to that.
You don't know how to fix no boat. You can get that. So it's like you just got to sit there, trust in God and have your faith.
That's it. Your faith.
And I think
faith,
trauma
and trust.
really makes you a little more comfortable with that. With the fact that
I get what
the
you're
fact that you've been through something.
like when you go through something like we've gone through, you don't really stress.
It depends on the
You know what I mean?
person.
Like
But it depends on the person because
exactly,
it's some people that don't ever come back outside.
Yeah,
and
you
then
know
some
what?
people
I
that's
do,
gonna
yeah.
go jump out of planes and shit. And then there's people in the middle like us. Because I'm not about to go jump out no motherfucker.
I do know some people.
I'm not really
right.
planning on jumping out no plane. Honestly, I'm good on that. You know, I shout out to my niggas that do.
Yeah.
But I'm not really gonna do that. But at the end of the day, some people that it makes them want to live more on the wild side, the adrenaline rush. And then there's some people like they fold up, and then there's some people that's just, you know what, I'm gonna live my life. I'm not gonna let nothing stopping me.
Right,
So that's
right,
how we are. I feel like you know, and I walk or roll, whatever you want to call it. I roll so much on my faith. You get what I'm saying? That it's so big that I don't let anything put fear in me. Because the only thing that I fear is something taking me away from my son. You understand what I'm saying? And that's really what it is. Like my child, like that's the only thing I think about when I'm outside. So I move more tactical and strategic.
Right.
But I don't
get
let
what
nothing
you're
put fear
saying
in
about
my
that.
life.
Like me personally, just going through something track like that, like we all been through. And it could be, I think it's a blessing.
Nigga, you on a boat about to know. You Jesse gonna be the first one tweaking.
I don't feel anything.
Yeah, it's sad
at
because
all.
it's like you really
Like I was
it's like-
scared. I
and
was
when you
scared
say
of
you
death
don't fear,
before.
it's not like you don't get startled. You know what I'm saying? It's just
like-
like when you really sit there and you think about like, for instance, with me, it's sad, but I think about death like every 2 seconds. Like in the Uber coming over here, my head is down. I'm napping. Every time I feel the car stop, I'm like, hey, this is it. It's about to.
And that
it's
can
about
be a
to
sign
run.
of PTSD
That's
though.
definitely a
It
sign of
it definitely
PTSD.
is.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason why I've been able to balance it out so much is, like you said, my faith. You know what I mean? Because though I believe that this could be it, I strongly believe that I can't be taken out.
Yeah.
I can't. You
Amen.
can't take me out until God says, all right, it's time for you to come
It's
home.
clip for you.
So it's like, you gotta understand, I've been shot, bro. I've been stabbed. You feel me? Down to get hit by a car and lose both of my legs. It's like,
So
you
we
wake up in the hospital,
Alright.
you like, thanks
Sorry,
God.
so what's your
But
story?
we wanna get into
So,
that
yes, let's-
for people,
okay.
for the viewers to know, because usually we do French facts and stuff like that. But we got this. This guest in here, he making us work for it. You hear? He spinning his shit. So the French facts today is whatever Rainger says. Okay. So let's just get straight into it. How is it? Like what happened? What year? When? How? What? When? What? Blah. All that.
June 17th, 2020.
That's my birthday.
Is it?
That's my birthday.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Wow. June
Wow.
17th. When?
June 17th, 2021.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Yeah, less than 2 years.
It's really new, 2
Yeah,
years.
it's 2 years.
That's
June will
crazy.
make it 2 years. Yeah. So I'm very big on helping like I live a life of service. That's just that's just me. It's always been. So I was aiding this elderly lady to. I was helping her bring food to her family.
Okay.
Not just a family friend. Call me like, yo, bro, my mom.
Is she Haitian? Because I realize in a lot of West Indian cultures, especially when other people, mostly Haitians too, when they come to another country or whatever, and they have friends or family of that same nationality country, y'all really look out for each other.
Yeah, well, we try to. We try to, yeah.
It's always going to be something, but
yeah,
for the most part,
it's always going to be something, but
still
for the most part, yeah, we do try to stick
He
together.
like, I don't like my uncle. No.
No, you know what it is? It's like... Anyway, so he called me like, yo, help her out. I'm like, all right, no problem. So I went over there, trying to help her out. And as I load, literally, I drive a Dodge Ram 1500. My truck is like 6'7". I got a big truck.
Your truck is big.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I load standing on the floor now, you know what I'm saying? Facing the back of the truck. I load literally the very, very first case of groceries, which I believe it was peaches, if I'm not mistaken. And then all I heard was boom.
Oh my God.
And mind you, I'm facing
You're facing the trunk.
Yeah, so imagine the camera is, the car. So I'm facing.
You're facing
right,
this way.
so
Is somebody
I'm coming from a standing position to now a sitting position. And I'm like, this ain't right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I look down, bro.
Oh my God.
I look up, I look down, all I see up are bones and blood.
Oh my God.
My bones are literally poking out of my jeans. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of blood. And pus up pouring down. And initially,
what's the first feeling?
Me personally, I thought I was gonna go. I thought, because you gotta understand, like I said, though I don't believe, and I've always, my family will tell you, I always lived a life of faith. Like I always followed God. So I never ever believed I can be killed. But I always believed I can be killed. Oh, I can die if he allows it.
Yeah.
And at that moment,
you felt like
okay, so this is the moment you allowing. All right, cool.
How tall were you?
I think I was. I think.
Nigga don't even know.
No, I was like 5'7".
Okay, so
right?
You said you came from standing up, so the car hit you.
Sitting down.
So the car just hit your leg, like
boom,
and then it just severed under your from which part?
My bones.
From
my knees. From my knees.
Okay, so you still have your thighs.
Yeah, I still have. So this appears my thighs.
Oh, this is just covered with this part. That's
why.
Okay, that's super cool.
Yeah.
But it took off just that whole, oh my God, and you felt it?
Instant.
Or was it just in shock and you couldn't?
No, I wasn't in shock. Honestly, I thought I was going to die. So what I did was, y'all going to think I'm nuts. I just grabbed my phone. So I'm sitting down and I'm like, all right, this is it. I've always just let go of control. If I notice that it's out of my hands, I let go of it because there's only one way it could go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I never try to control things that are out of my control. You know what I mean?
That's strength, though.
So I looked up, I looked down, and I'm like, yeah, it's a wrap.
Nigga said it's a wrap.
You feel me? It's a wrap, but I let go of it because it's out of my control. What am I gonna do? I can't put it together. You know what I'm saying? So I left it up to him. Only thing I had to do was do my work down here as quick as possible. So I grabbed my phone out of my pocket, shot a video, and just told my family, like, look, y'all, I just got hit by a car.
Not even 911.
Nah, I
just called your family.
Not even. I didn't call them. I recorded a video, and I said, look, y'all, I just got hit because you about to die, bro. Like, that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have time to make phone calls. Send a video, send it quick. Grab my phone. Look, I think I said, mom, my brother, my fiance, my family. I just told them, like, look, I love y'all. I'm about to die. That's it.
Damn.
Hey, you feel me? Next thing I know, when they waking up 4 days later, I'm like, the very first thing I did, I looked up and I'm like, you can't love me that much. You gotta understand, bro, like, you're not from Brooklyn.
He about to get jumped after the show. It's a Friday.
But you just,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But you guys are familiar. Yeah.
We've been outside everywhere. We
grew
lived in Brooklyn everywhere.
I grew up in the style when the style was, was best style do or die.
Yeah. Okay.
You feel me? It wasn't Stuyvesant Heights.
You
feel me? Sorry about that. Yeah, it wasn't Stuyvesant Heights. You dig me? So
before it was gentrified.
Right. So when you go through all of that from a youth age, growing up and all of that, Like, all right.
Yeah, you see so
Yeah,
much.
you see so much.
see a
Like,
lot,
all right,
yeah,
well,
It
yeah.
becomes the norm.
you feel me? You thinking this is it? I don't. Like I said, I've been shot. I've been stabbed. I went through it all already.
Mm.
And then I woke up and I'm like, okay, new life. Say no more. I got you. And then from there,
were you grateful? What was your feelings when you first woke up? Like, what did you think? What did you feel?
I'm gonna listen
to God.
Yeah, it's like, how many times I'm gonna try to talk to you, bro?
So you was in the streets before? Like you was outside doing bad things?
I'm gonna listen.
You was a Zoe
I'm gonna listen.
I'm gonna listen. You know what I'm saying?
He's a killer.
Cause how many times? No.
Got his ass.
No. I'm
Got
gonna
his
listen
ass.
because how many times God is gonna tell you, like, bro, just chill, like, you know what I mean?
Relax,
Like,
relax.
you don't need. We grew up in neighborhoods where we had to be certain ways, but you don't gotta be like
you
that.
don't gotta
But
be,
yeah,
I had a similar revelation too. I was just like, I just thought, I thought that everything that I thought that the things that I wanted was good for me. But then and like you said, and that's when I was just like, okay, God, I get it now.
I get it.
I'm gonna just do what you. I'd rather take your path and do what you want for my life as opposed to what I want, because it's not working. It's not working.
And we tried
And
it
I'm,
for so
at this age, this big age, I'm like, I'm 30 something, I'm 40, I'm going on 40, and I was just like, you know what? This
It's not working.
Yeah, it's not working. Like,
know
so
what I mean?
I got to try something else, and I was like, you know what? Why not try what you want? You know what I'm saying?
And
Like, take your road. Yeah.
And I think that's the most important thing is like knowing that, yo, whatever I'm doing right now, I don't need to be doing.
And how
You know what I mean?
how old are you now?
I'm 33.
God damn, he's old. Let me stop. So you were 32 then?
Yeah.
You were 31.
I was
or
31 when it happened,
You were
going on
31.
32.
So you were fairly into you first. You fresh in your 30s because 30s is like the part where it's like, all right, we start getting ourselves together. Like you start to grow up because that your 20s you could bullshit your 20s, but 30 it's like, all right, you're a certified adult now.
Right.
So it's like if you're still outside and you're outside and you probably that dude, right?
Well,
like you doing what you got to do for yourself. You taking care of home, taking care of taking care of your responsibilities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then this happens. And it's like, okay, God, I take your message. I'm going to take heed. So after those feelings, how was because you were already engaged before?
No, I wasn't engaged before. I was actually getting ready to move to Atlanta.
So were you with the same girl?
No, yeah.
You were with the same girl?
I was with the same, yeah.
And y'all was getting ready to make a move
Yeah,
together.
she was actually in Atlanta. But she was in Atlanta with her family. Like I was getting ready to move to
Be
get
with
us
her.
a spot. You know what I
Right.
mean? No, but she lived in Jersey. But I'm saying like that she was there not waiting for me to get there. I'm just
Right.
clarifying that. But yeah, when that happened, I was well into, all right, I need to start fixing my life. You know what I mean? My brother had just graduated high school. My mother was coming back from Haiti. So I was like, I had a little bit of bread stacked up, ready to buy a crib. I had plans,
Right.
But you know what they say, if you really want to make God laugh,
Yeah,
tell
you
him
tell me plans.
you tell him your
Yeah,
plans.
tell me
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah, when that happened, I was really into the mature part of my life. Like, all right, time to take it to the next level. And I think it was like when I opened my eyes, it was just go back to finishing what you started. Isn't that crazy? That's literally what I was told.
Wow.
Like, just I got you.
Like finishing what you started.
Yeah,
in what aspect though? Like
Just
what is
continue your life, bro. I got you.
just keep living.
I got you.
Okay. And that's what you did.
That's what I did. And
How long were you in the hospital?
less than 2 years for a month and 11 days.
Oh,
Yeah,
you was
I
in there
came out.
for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Because especially for people with.
That's what everybody says. They're like, bro, you, like I said, I heard, I got you. I healed up like this. Got sockets. That's very hard to get. You guys know, you know what we go through trying to get wheelchairs.
any type of equipment through
trying
insurance.
to get wheelchairs from
hell.
insurance. Imagine trying to get some
Prosthetics and
$200,000 knees.
Told
Ugh, they give you hell, but
Yeah.
somehow I got all of it. You know what I mean? So
God is
It's
good.
yeah,
crazy.
we're just gonna continue
Like you
doing
said,
the
I
work
got
for better
you.
people. You know
Like
what I
you
mean?
said, I got
So
you. Yeah.
I met you, but I've talked to you over the phone 2 years ago. Like
Right.
I say, yeah. How far along was you in your injury?
About maybe 3 months.
All right, so
Yeah.
that shows how I got so much respect for this dude and admire him. My man, wife, I used to went to school with his shorty, Nicosi.
Okay, cool.
And Eric director.
My sister, yeah.
Yeah, I
E.
did some comedy thing with him.
Okay,
whatever. So
yeah.
he
That's my
sent
brother.
he sent me your gram, whatever, and I'm like, he said, I love you should throw your podcast or just reach out to you, whatever. So I'm like, all right, like I'm used to reaching out to people that's newly in jail or something happens, right?
Right,
So,
right.
and I'm always preparing myself because I'm like, yo, I know what kind of, attitude they're gonna have. They're gonna be down, or
Right.
I'm ready for all that.
Right.
I called him. Yo, what's up? I'm thinking it's supposed to be a person, like this person
You
not
all
supposed to be
hype
down.
and shit and
He's talking to me. We talking. We having a conversation. I'm like, yo, how long ago was your injury again? He's like, yo, this just happened, this, that, and third.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, your spirits is very high for this happening to you, and you, so I'm saying, all this trauma. And I was like really impressed. And I'm like, yo, like this is like really I was telling him like, yo, this is really impressive. I mean, also a lot of times though, when we go through certain things, it could be a shock. So we keep this positive attitude as much as we could. So my question is for you is, has there been a time where like we see you with this positive attitude and it's remarkable, but has there a time where depression hit or you be like, yo, this shit's really realistic and I'm not feeling this way right now?
Yeah, I think, and I that's a good question, and I think is the most important thing for me, and that's the reason why I've been able to progress so rapidly, is because I allow myself to feel every emotion every time they come.
Amen.
Like if I feel like crying, I'm crying.
I'm crying, yeah.
Like I'm not supposed to cry. I'm so grateful. I'm this, I'm that. Nah, bro. Like you can be grateful because you have your needs. You can be grateful because you have your life, but you still, you have to grieve. You know what I'm saying? You missing a part of you, a big part of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with me, I allow myself to feel every emotion. There's times I wake up and, bro, I don't even want to put on my legs. I don't, because it hurts so much. Emotionally. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have those days. Those are the days where I put on my legs.
And you get going even faster.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are the days where I get up and I go to the gym.
That's the same thing.
You know what I mean? Because that emotion, that I'm about to knock you out.
Yeah.
One time I felt like that because I was practicing in the park. I go to the park for like 3-4 hours a day practice.
To walk?
To walk, yeah.
Okay.
I go up ramps, down ramps, and stuff like that. And one time I was practicing and I fell a few times and it was hurting emotionally and physically. Okay. And I went and I sat in my truck and I just looked down at it and I'm like, you're dumb. If you think, truth be told, if you think you about to beat me, you dumb, bro.
I
like this guy.
You think this is defeat? I said, bro, you got the right one, bro. Like this is not defeat. You know what I mean? It's a battle. It's not. It's not a fight.
He did it, man.
You feel me? It's a battle. Like you literally on.
No, it's a war.
Yeah,
you might not. You might not win every. You might not win every battle.
That's what I'm.
But you're gonna win the war.
It's
war.
war. Yeah, it's war. Like you feel me? You literally on the field.
Yes.
You can't quit, bro.
And then you look at them shits like, get your ass up. Get the fuck out.
And then I would say, allow yourself to feel every emotion.
I love that, bro. I love
beautiful.
that. That's another thing that I totally get that part, man. Because like, I feel like, especially as black men, but a lot of people don't allow us to even like feel. Like they don't want us to feel. If we feel something, it's like, oh, he's sensitive or he's whatever. Yeah, he just want us to hold all that in and stuff like that. And it's whack because like I'm a human being. Like I go through emotions and have feelings just like everyone else,
like
right?
everybody else.
But that's the only way you could get past something is when you actually feel it.
Feel it. Yep.
Yeah, you got to feel it and acknowledge. You have to acknowledge it first in order to get past it. If you don't acknowledge it, how are you going to move forward from it?
But let's go deep then, since it's still Black History Month because we lost the extra 2 days, right? So with that emotion that you said that black men are not allowed to feel, I feel like back during slavery times, there's a lot of things transferred down to this. You get what I'm saying? Black during slavery times, a lot of black men didn't want the white man to see them hurt or crying or sad.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So they hid those emotions. And then they taught their children those same emotions. Like, girls say it today, it's like,
Don't
be
cry.
tough. And I tell my son, it's okay to cry, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference. It's okay to cry as long as you're not crying for no reason. As long as you're not crying just because you didn't get what you wanted or something. But if somebody hurts your feelings, you know what I mean? And you feeling like you got to let that cry out, you need to come talk to me. Come talk to me. You know what I mean? I would never want a black man, you know what I mean, to feel like he can't be. It's not about being soft. It's about being human.
That's it.
And that's why so many black men are not allowed the right to be treated as humans, because y'all looked at as some type of like, y'all looked at more as like machines than humans. You know what I mean? Like, no, get up, go to work, get the bag, provide, protect,
and that's it. Yeah.
You know what it is though too? I feel like us black men, we have those thoughts, but it has to be a safe space, right? So I know as men, sometimes we could express something to a woman, right? And as soon as she uses that against us,
we
will
shut down.
never say it again.
Yeah,
we will never open up Epic, and we shut. That's how we shut
That's
down.
true.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And I feel like it just has to be a safe until we comfortable to that safe place where it's like whatever we use is not going to turn against us, or whatever we or if we're allowed to open that safe space and we be like, all right, this is how I'm feeling, and I'm not going to be judged on how I'm feeling.
Yeah. What I've learned is like now that like. I get the safe. I totally get the safe space. That's what makes it easier for it to pass through, right? But now, like sometimes you gotta whether it's a safe space or not, you gotta be comfortable enough.
You gotta be comfortable with yourself.
This is what it's.
Because even if you hear it back,
am.
it's like this is what I was going through at that moment. You can't throw that in my face because it's not even what I am right
now.
Because
if you're not making it safe enough for me, then you gotta go. Nothing is wrong with me for the fact that I'm feeling this emotion and I have to cry or. I have to let this emotion pass or whatever. The fact that you're not allowing me to and you're not letting me feel safe in this moment, you're the one. It's not me. It's not. It says something about you as a person. You get what I'm saying? Like I saw the post about, did y'all see the post with Michael B. Jordan and the guy, I forgot his name. I'm sorry, I don't know his name. The guy from the movie. No, he's in the
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
So it's a post. They have a picture, or they're like Essence magazine or something, and they're like hugging each other, and they have like their head to each other. They're just showing affection to each other. It's black men, and it's nothing like other races. They don't say anything about that. You get what I'm saying? Like, but us, it's like, I don't like everyone. A lot of women were commenting on the picture, saying that they don't like it, and it looks sus.
They are trying to emasculate a lot of black men, though. They are, because that boy was in that boy, the one that was the other one. He was in that video, cocked up like a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. And there's certain things as black men, because hugging is showing affection. That's fine. You should be able to hug your brother, but it's also certain ways that they'll try to put in the media, because the industry is full of people that are that way. And I'm not against it or nothing like that. Everybody to their own. But in a lot of the times, they come to the black community and they try to make black men that wouldn't do this any other type of way. Just like every black comedian, they dressed up as a female. Yeah. They had all of them dressed up as women. Yeah. And there's a certain thing, you shouldn't have to be rich, or there's a lot of white successful actors that never had to dress up as that, and they never will. Right. George Clooney won't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Won't do that.
Seinfeld won't do that. Right. But then if it's people like Will Smith, people who we respect and love, they're gonna put that on them. So yeah, I do agree that black men should be able to say I love you. I see people. I see a lot more black men being more openly affectionate towards one another, like my heart, my brother. That's fine. But when you start putting a black man on a thing and he got like some zesty top on, that's always gonna be questionable. No, but it's like if you are that way, then you are that way. But it's like it's a lot of sassy brothers. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of y'all not them, and but it's some sassy brothers.
Because of all of that, and like I don't know, like my injury and stuff, I just realized that life is really short, right? So I take nothing for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like I take nothing for granted. So therefore, like the people that I do care for and I have in my life, you know what I'm saying? Like if I love you, I love you. I don't hesitate to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like because that moment might not pass. It might not pass. You know what I'm saying? Like what would have happened? God forbid if something happened on that boat. So the people that I do love, I say it all the time. I don't have any regrets from saying it. You know, some people will be like, like they feel it, but they don't want to say it because they think it gets weird or awkward. I don't give a fuck. I say it whenever. I don't like. I say it and let people know how I feel. Like you know what I'm saying? Like because life is really really short and you just never know. Right. You know, so I don't care who it is. Like I have a son. My son, AJ is 20, and I don't like. It's crazy because like even like
look 20.
Nigga got that Benjamin Button.
Even growing up in like in the community I grew up in, it's so weird. Like I'm talking about, man, I'm surrounded by like gangsters, man, hardcore dudes. I'm talking about, man, they done did some things. Like I done seen, you know what I'm saying? Like we all done did some, like, and they love me so much. And it's crazy because like I'm one of the only guys that I see them do this to.
They're gonna be comfortable with
it. Like we hug, like they'll dap me. They don't do this to each other, but to me, like they'll dap me, hug me, and then they give me like a kiss on the cheek, like a soap, like you know what I'm saying, like it's like remind me like some mob type shit, like remind me of that, but it's still, and they don't do that to each other, but they do that to me. You get what I'm saying? And it just, but it's also like the energy and the love.
You love and light, right? So you exude it, then people are gonna attract to it. Like, oh my God, they feel comfortable doing things that they would never feel comfortable with because you have that type of energy. When you're when you're comfortable in your sexuality, you know what I mean? You're not gonna be afraid. It's a lot of people that are afraid because they do genuinely. If you're afraid to hug hug another man, you understand what I'm saying? Then it might be something with you. If you can't kiss your brother on the cheek, you know what I mean? If you can't kiss your son and show certain affection, then that's something with you.
Yeah.
That's not nothing. You know that's not nothing with the next person. So I would never say two people are gay because two men are gay because they show affection. I think that's a beautiful thing. I think black men showing each other affection because white boys do it all the time. And white boys say the gayest shit, but they don't even be gay.
No, for
They'll
real.
be like, yo, bro, I love you so much, I'll suck your dick.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, they'll say some shit like
for
that.
real,
And then it's just
shit.
like, but they don't do nothing. They're not thinking, they're going home to their wives and they're comfortable.
I don't know if they don't do it, man.
And nobody
That's
looked at
funny, yo.
nobody looked at them like that, but still. But either way, I just wanted to say thank you so much for just even coming on and sharing your story with us and just telling. And you have you're a beast. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because for you to just get injured, for you to even come on the show and first of all, he had a whole appointment. These are new legs.
Yeah,
okay?
I just got these today.
He just got these today. He got these legs today.
Because he said this
Mans
was
could
more
barely
important.
walk in them. Mans could barely walk in them. He's holding a wall.
I can't
coming
even
down
really walk in these right now because
We gonna have to give him a chair.
Well, I got there. I was supposed to be there at like 8, but then I got there like 9 something, and it's deep in Jersey because there was traffic or whatever. So, when the time was reaching for me to start making my way over here, I asked them. I said, you know what? Let's put a break on this. I'll try to come back in tomorrow because to me, this is more important than me. This is more important than than you guys. To me, I'm grateful for what you guys put together because in our community, you don't see too many of this,
right? Especially black. And disabled.
Like, secondly, you don't see too many cool, we just chilling, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, we're not trying to be, you feel me? Like, I told him I think I said that already, when I first got injured.
Which part?
When I first got injured, it was you guys that made me feel.
Oh, yeah.
I see it. You know what I mean? So,
that.
for it did that for me.
Right.
So, I can only be grateful that I can contribute for an episode that may do that for somebody that's in
for sure.
So
my situation.
What would be your message to somebody that just lost both of their legs? They're young, they have their whole life ahead of them just like you, and they're in that hospital bed right now. What would you say to them?
Truth be told, I get this question a few times, and the most I can say is know who you are. Know what I mean? Because with me, I was told, bro, you're not gonna be able to walk for at least 4 years. It's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. You should start like this, you should start like that. Now here's the thing. It's all coming from a good place.
Right.
It's all coming from a place of love. But it's actually also coming from a place of fear.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid, if this was me, I don't know if I could just...
I wouldn't be,
You feel me?
Yeah.
So you may not be able to do it. But with me, I never truly gave an answer because as people were advising me on those things, and I took a lot of the advice. I took them. But as I was listening, what I was reciting in my head was that you don't know me, dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I did it, you could do it.
You could do it, yeah.
Here's the thing. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You're going to fall 1,000 times before you take it's seriously, before you take your first 10 steps without falling, you're going to fall 1,000 times. So I would say do the homework. Do the homework, know what you're getting into. Most of all, know yourself.
Yeah.
And I say that to say this. If you know you a fighter, if you know you a lion, if you know you're going to get there and you're going to say, I'm not going to be defeated, then you go and you fight. If you know you one of those people that's like, you know what, I'm not going to be defeated, but I'm not as rough. I may need to just tone down and take it slow. Do that. Don't try to come at it at an opposite angle and at a different angle.
At your own pace.
Yeah, and then you play yourself in a bigger trouble, and then you have to wait longer and all. No. Know who you are and execute accordingly. That's what I would do.
Reach.
Yeah.
I got one more question. Do you, because we had an amputee on for our previous season.
First season.
Yeah. Do you experience phantom pain?
Phantom spasms.
Well, that's a good one.
Spasms?
I'm feeling it right now.
So what is it? What is the feeling like? You feel like the leg is there?
Yeah. So basically, all right. The best way I can express it, you know television, white noise. It's like you imagine feeling that.
I still feel the inside. It's like I can feel the insides, but not the outsides. It's a weird ass feeling. Like my toes, I feel them there. I just can't move them. Like it just feels like a fucking. It feels like a stuck, numb feeling. Like something's there, but it needs to be awakened.
But you don't feel any sensation. It's
like
just
I can't.
stuck.
No, like if water runs on it, I can feel that water's running on it. I just can't feel if it's
Feel the
cold.
pressure.
I can't feel it. Yeah, I can feel the pressure.
Yeah.
Like if somebody is hitting me, I know. If somebody drops my leg falls or something, I'll know. Like, but it's weird because it's not the same. Like it's not the same as it was, but it's still something. And that's why I just be like, oh, there's a little bit of faith. Just faith of a mustard seed.
Yeah, it's been weird.
But,
the past like 2 months, not to cut you off, it's like the past 2 months I've had like I've been getting more feeling in my left foot. Like I feel the water getting a little more hotter. I feel like I've seen like a muscle jumping in like
but
my
you work
knee. I'm
out
like,
a lot.
yeah, probably that too.
You work out a lot. You don't know what your body, because your injury is incomplete.
Yeah.
So you don't know what your body can produce, and that's the beauty about just this fucking life
Doing the
in
work.
general. You
Yeah.
never know. Once you put in that motherfucking work, because the doctors don't tell you put in that work, they get you used to that chair. So imagine if you've been doing all this shit from when you first started.
Yeah.
And now imagine 20 years, 30 years later, you walking into your Oscar. You know what I mean? Nothing's impossible.
And I think that's one of the biggest problems that we face in our community. Is what you just said, is that the doctors don't tell you this.
They
just
don't
tell
want to.
You know, it's
they make
sad.
no money off of you being in a chair.
Yeah.
Tell you how to
walking.
adjust to it.
If you get healthy, they ain't making no money off of you.
Because a lot of times they don't. Not a lot. Yeah, most of the time. Most of the time, because I still have an issue with my right limb, and it's nothing. I'm like, no, it's something.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what we need to focus on in our community primarily is the right information.
Right.
Because when somebody go through something traumatic like we did, they wake up panicking. Even if you don't know it, you wake up panicking. You're like, I'm cool, but you panicking like, okay, what's next?
Right.
You know, if you just got amputated where you waiting for knees, you like, how am I gonna get knees? Should I start with knees or should I start with stubbies? Should I do this or should I do that? There's nobody that's here.
So I think it's just pretty much too much. It's the business side of it, right? I think people need to focus on the morality side,
Thank
right?
you, yeah.
Because it is very business. Like at the end of the day, we're still humans. We're still people that went through something traumatic.
Yeah.
Anybody that went through it's very traumatic to them.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes doctors forget about that.
They're just fighting for the business.
Yeah, it's the
Like,
business part of it. Yeah.
Who's
It's
gonna
not-
get them?
It's not. They're not forgetting about it. That's their practice, bro.
That's how they make their
That's how they
money.
make their money, right? That's how they make their money, bro. So that's not I don't know.
We don't want to go. We don't want to go to war with the doctors. We
We need you guys.
Not at all. The thing about it is, I honestly don't think it's. I may be naive for saying this, but I truly don't believe that it's something that they do purposely.
Nah, it's just
I believe that it's something that
I do.
You do?
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I do because
I feel like they
I
just
remember
be
only
too-
one time that I met one. Well, most of them. I met one doctor, and I told him like I caught a spasm in front of him, and he was like, "What medication do you take for it?" And I told him, I said, "I don't take anything anymore." You know, he was a Chinese doctor, and he said, "Good for you." That was the only time I ever got, and we had a dialogue going back and forth, and he understood. I told him like the reason being, like I said, the medication wasn't helping, wasn't doing anything. Meanwhile, the spasms were still coming. So what am I benefiting from it, right? So. But the other doctors, when I caught the spasm in front of them, and they're like, "What are you taking for it?" And I'm like, "Nothing." They were just like, "Oh, well, you should start taking your medication. You should take your medication. You should do this and do that." And I'm asking them like, "But what are the benefits?" And they're telling me like, I'm telling them like all these side effects from one of the medications. I remember the Neurontin. Gabapentin. Yo, bro, like and
it doesn't work.
Oh, what's when you want to kill yourself? They say depression.
Nigga say you want to kill yourself.
No, for real, that's one of the side effects. They say hallucination. All kind of side effects. Nothing good. There was like 20 different side effects. Nothing good. Weight gain, mad stuff. Everything negative, bro. And it's like and I'm like, yo, so why would I be taking this medication? I wouldn't be able to do half of the things that I'm doing right now if I was taking this medication. What am I benefiting from it, right? So at the end of the day, it's just like, to me, the way I look at it, it's like a hairdresser. Say a hairdresser, right? If they say, okay, if I curl your hair like this in the back and bump it in the front, and then you will never have to see me again.
Right.
You're like, they're getting paid by writing scripts.
Right.
So what am I, you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's how they get paid. That's how they make their living.
That's what they do.
That's what they do. So why would they do that? And then, I mean, tell me, like, when I asked a few of them, I was like, yo, so is black seed oil good for me? They're like, oh, I don't know. Like, they won't tell you about herbs.
herbal stuff.
They won't tell you no herbal stuff, but they'll give you some pills real quick. They'll give you some pills real fast.
Biggest business.
And it's also a domino effect,
I
right?
love you guys
because it's
death.
what they.
I love
what
you
they're
guys
taught.
to death. I'm about to tell you all the realest shit on this podcast. I got to get my wheelchair fixed today, and my ride is outside.
Okay.
We are flying over the top. I'm not to wait,
Nah, dude,
but God bless
sis.
everyone.
Hold on, let's end it like at this.
Positive note.
On a positive note,
My wheelchair getting fixed today.
Sis need
Ranger,
that.
we thank you for coming.
Yo, I
Thank
love
you
this
guys for
dialogue.
having me.
Yeah, bro, man, it was great
Love
to
y'all.
meet you. in
Where can they
person.
find you? Where they can find you at?
But you know,
We're gonna drop his link in it, but it's Ranger.
yeah, Ranger Young on
IG.
Instagram. Yeah,
Mhm.
on Instagram.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
coming.
coming,
Thank
bro.
you for everything that
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys
shared.
for
and
thank
this
you
is
for
gonna
what you
help
guys do for the
somebody else
community.
out there. And
Definitely,
remember to
man.
like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Deuces.
Cool kids.